Hello, I keep feeling drawn to pull from a few Oracle card decks that I haven't pulled from in a while, so let's just dive right into it. I went ahead and cleansed all of these. I reset them, Reiki infused, so Spirit, be with us here now to guide us into the message that we most need to hear at this moment in time. We're starting off with the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit. Take a leap of faith. Yeah. Clear out the clutter. So, for a lot of people tuning into this message right now, it's a time to trust the process. Grasshopper Spirit here asking us to take a leap of faith. And Frog Spirit is at the bottom of the deck. Clear out the clutter. So, it's almost like before you're able to truly take this leap of faith into a new life, you have to let go of the things that are just taking up space in your life that aren't really serving a purpose. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to set this right over here. Let's see. I'm going to clarify all of the Oracle cards also, but I want to pull them all out. This is my Earth Warrior Oracle deck. Very, very special. I tend to gravitate towards it when there's a deep healing that's happening, and already with the Grasshopper Spirit here asking us to take a leap of faith, I feel like you're stepping into a whole new reality. Like a portal is just going to appear right before your eyes unexpectedly, and I think that's the part that feels most scary, because it's going to ask for you to let go of everything else, because not everything can fit through that portal with you. And that grasshopper is wearing a crown. Royalty. Something flipped. 2. Let's see. I was hoping for 2 actually. Wow. Abuela Medicina. Remedy of grandmothers. This feels very ancestral. Very rooted with all the leaves coming up right here. Then also the skeleton here. Our ancestors honored when things were no longer serving us. And blessings of Kimu. No good thing shall be withheld. Wow. Wasn't I just talking about a portal? And doesn't that look like a portal? And she's stepping into it. So it's not a matter of doing it or not. It's a birthing process. And it's so interesting because we see half of this old face here. It's almost like this old version of you that has to get out of the frame to be able to focus on the goodness here, instead of always being on alert, knowing that you're still carrying that wisdom from past experiences. You just don't have to stay in that survival mode. Panteria, the precious and rare. You have to believe that you're truly one of a kind, and that you are meant to be here for a very divine purpose, even if you haven't fully became aware of it. That's a part of the process. I want to set that right there. Let's keep going. Abuela Medicina, remedy of grandmothers. Yeah, it's so interesting with this. There's a lot of mosaics going on here. It's almost like piecing together the broken pieces, but creating art out of those broken pieces. Nothing is wasted. This feels wonderful, and it's so interesting because even before I started, I realized I gravitated towards more green stones, and the decks are very purple and green, which is very crown and heart chakra centered, which is interesting. We have that deep purple here and the greens over there. Pay attention to the colors, the numbers. We have 9, 30, 23. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, victory and success. Fulfillment of wishes. This is so unbelievably amazing. It's a wake-up call into a life that is truly fulfilling for you. It's no longer accepting the breadcrumbs. You are going to be celebrated and announced. You have to let yourself be seen. You have to let yourself come all the way up to this ledge and trust that you're not going to fall. You have to trust yourself. Trust yourself and release the surrender control. Thank you, Spirit. Universe. This is the World card. It's a whole new chapter that's starting for you. Wisdom, the Hierophant. Lots of majors. And this is the Oracle Tarot deck, so it's kind of 2 in 1. With the universe appearing here, the wheel is turning. So it's almost like you know that once you step into this portal, there's really no going back. And as scary as that sounds, imagine never having to be stuck in survival mode anymore, just like your ancestors might have been. And you might have adopted that mindset, but your ancestors are here with you now, reminding you that even if you let go of a mindset that was passed down from generations to generations, does not mean that you are disconnecting from your heritage. On the contrary, you are deepening the wisdom because you're building on the wisdom that was passed down to you from your lineage. The Hierophant really wanted to pop out. Conflict and defeat. Yeah, you no longer have to feel like you're always being kicked down. That era, that story is no more. Abuela Medicina. I kind of really want to dive into that right now. Let's just go in with the book. That is number 23. Thank you. Believe in the formidable power of healing, of the transformation it can provide for all aspects of your being and your life. Medicine comes from spirit in many forms to facilitate healing of body, mind, and soul. Whether it is a correction of unhelpful habits of thought, guidance for practical steps to resolve a physical imbalance, or deep soul healing that frees you into the fulfillment of your divine potential. There is no limit to what can be healed through grace. A current of divine healing is flowing to you and through you now. Open yourself to participate in a beautiful healing transformation. Yes, things are changing. And it's so interesting because on the leaves, there's red veins on it, almost like blood capillaries. It's still in your blood to survive, but you also have leaves and flowers now that are able to radiate and absorb new energy. You don't have to solely rely on the soil and the roots. The leaves are able to do the work for you too. Things can come to you effortlessly if you let them. Just like plants don't fight to absorb sunlight. If they're around sunlight, they're going to absorb the sunlight naturally. And they're going to use that sunlight to convert it to food. So it's something I'm getting something about using resources that are readily available to you, something that comes easy to you. And maybe that's why it's hard to feel like that is what's going to help you thrive, is because it feels like it's too easy. Life isn't supposed to be hard. You are blessed, child. You are truly blessed. You have to believe it yourself to be able to truly step into this new life. Let's keep going with the blessings of Kumu. The universe wants to express its creativity, healing, and brilliance through you. It does not want to be limited to repeating what has already been. Newness needs to burst through you into startling expressions of abundant life. You are guided into unknown territory, guided to go beyond that which you have known yourself and your world to be, so that something original and necessary can be brought to life. The universe knows all that you need so that you can best attain your destiny. All shall be provided for you. Expand your faith to allow for the greater workings of spirit. Wow. This is amazing. This is exactly what I was leaning into, is the blessings are there for you. You have to recognize them first to be able to accept them. Let's get a little clarification from tarot now. We'll start with 23, Abuela Medicina. What would our ancestors like to communicate to us right now? Thank you. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Something isn't working. The world, again, 21 in the universe. The world is repeating. So your ancestors are asking you to stop feeding into, wow, in the Tower, to stop feeding into rituals, routines that are keeping you from growing. The Tower moment. Everyone is always afraid of the Tower moment, but it truly is an enlightenment. It's realizing that you don't have to slave to get what you want. It is your birthright to accept blessings into your life, and you don't have to feel guilty about it, because that guilt is what is blocking you from receiving this new abundant life. The Hermit at the bottom of the deck. You've been in hiding for too long now. It's time to let yourself be seen, to step into this Martian energy, this person who takes action with full confidence and self-belief. Maybe you're someone that has struggled with believing that you are worthy, and your ancestors are here to remind you that it's already yours, it's in your blood, that they sacrificed so that you wouldn't have to. That was the whole point. They laid the groundwork for you. You don't have to stay in the ground. Wow. 10 of Cups. They did it out of love. I don't want you to feel guilty for how much your ancestors have sacrificed for you. Rather, feel grateful for the opportunities that you've been exposed to because of their sacrifices. And they are saying, you don't have to sacrifice anything. Ace of Swords. The truth is being revealed. It was out of love. And maybe that's the shift that you need to make, is you don't have to sacrifice out of love. Maybe that's what love looks like to you. It looks like having to put yourself on the back burner to feed all the love to another person, but the truth is, it's effortless. It's already yours. You don't have to work for love. It's already yours. It is our birthright. You are loved. You are so loved. Let yourself feel loved by all of the ancestors who had lived before you. Three of Wands have lived before you to give you life. Love gives life. Grasshopper spirit, Three of Wands. Yeah, so it's almost like you're waiting for something to come in, but you have to meet it in the middle. You have Six of Cups here. That's about balance. Look at all those pretty colors. Yeah, you can't expect one person to do all of the work. You have to lean in. You have to lean into this loving energy for it to truly flourish. It's already rooted, but, well, Death, Emperor. So we have the Nine of Wands and Death. Lots of majors already. Nine of Wands, you've been defensive. And Death, it's time to change. It's time to forgive. Look at that red, interesting. White rose. Sorry about the lighting. The white rose. I feel like that's about forgiveness. Forgiving past people and situations for it not going your way. It wasn't meant to go your way because Spirit has bigger plans for you. But it's about trusting that process. The Emperor. We want to feel so badly like we're in charge and in control, but we're really not. Three of Wands, Nine of Wands, and Death. Put down your defenses. It's like you're waiting for someone else, but the universe is waiting for you. You guys, it's like that Spider-Man moment, like, oh, are you gonna jump? Am I gonna jump? Who's gonna jump? Death. We jump when we forgive. That's when everything changes. You gift yourself grace. Gift yourself grace to be wrong. Would you rather be right, or would you rather or be surprised? Don't assume that things will stay in the same pattern, but of course, if you keep doing the same thing, how could you expect a different outcome? That is the definition of insanity, people. Now, the blessings coming in for you. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is typically depicted as standing your ground. And it's interesting because here it looks like the figure on here is jumping from post to post. But he's doing it effortlessly. It's like those posts were there just for him. Keep walking your path and stay true to your path. Even when other people will have opinions, let them think what they think. You know your truth, and that is the blessing in itself. To stay true to yourself. King of Wands. Whew. Look at all of that energy around him. And it's not gender specific. It's about the energy of creativity, boldness, and knowing your worth. Yeah. It's like, sure, you could probably just get soaked and go through the muddy waters, but you know that you're able to balance hopping around on all these wands. Woo! So you do that, and you do it with full convictions. There's so many wands here now that I'm realizing. The Justice is what popped out right now. You've earned this. These blessings coming your way, you've earned it. You've earned it through the constant cycles of having to stay true to what you believe in. And the more that you stay aligned with what you believe in, the more these blessings are going to come to you effortlessly. We have the Emperor again at the bottom of the deck. You are taking control of your life. You are reclaiming your power by being able to make decisions for yourself instead of giving that power to other people and letting them decide for you. Maybe before you would leave it all up to fate, whereas it was very passive. And now the best thing that you can do is say no when you feel like saying no, and to say yes to things that excite you and not waste your time on things that don't. Thank you, Spirit. The Moon. These blessings are still hidden. Seven of Pentacles. Wow. These are seeds that you've already planted that are still taking root. So keep tending to them. That is so interesting because the whole reading started with the Eight of Pentacles, with tending to the old things. And now this is 7-7. Planting new seeds. Letting yourself want more. Let's clarify victory and success. This is probably a little bit too long, but I'm feeling the energy is so powerful, so transformative. Ooh. 8 of Cups. Yeah, so to reach this victory and success, it will absolutely require you to walk away from things that are no longer fulfilling. The Fool, again, with that energy of, taking a leap of faith. Wow. All my cards just plopped down. Let me grab those. Yeah, see that? That's what Spirit's asking us to do. Just loosen our grip. Loosen our grip and things will naturally fall into place. But it's just starting with that brave act of walking away from what the crowd says you should want and being honest with yourself and saying, you know what? I actually don't want this. This actually is super draining to me and I'm ready to go now. It's like leaving a party. What about the World? Can you show me clearly what this new universe will look like, please? Or what is closing out? What is closing out and what is coming in? Show me clearly, Spirit. That's what's closing out. What's coming in? So what's closing out is going to be hidden. I feel like it's still hidden from you. Hence why that card didn't flip over. Thank you. What's coming in? The Fool, of course. Of course, because we're taking that leap of faith. But what's under the Fool? Knight of Swords. You're standing up to the bullies in your life. You're facing your fears head on. You're facing your fears head on. This is amazing energy. Holy guacamole. And then through Swords. What's ending? Queen of Swords. Maybe before, because look how she has that monster tied up and it was inverted. So maybe before you would give people the benefit of the doubt and you would untie them willy-nilly, you would be very loose with your boundaries. And with the Fool and the Knight of Swords for what's coming in, you're being more unapologetically real with new boundaries. You're saying, hey, actually, no, this is not working for me. And you're just going to take a leap somewhere else. It's simple as that. Maybe before you would overthink it, you would feel shame and guilt for not being able to people please. And that's what's been causing all this heartbreak, is by putting your own needs and desires on the back burner to be able to appease other people. That's what's ending. And that is absolutely amazing. Last but not least, the Hierophant, wisdom. So yeah, we are able to take in wisdom from past experiences, and it's almost like you're writing a story about this wisdom that you've accumulated. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Six of Cups, Six of Swords, and King of Pentacles. It's time to show off. Six of Swords. I feel like things had been so cold, and you're crossing that bridge into where things are going to be abundant for you again. You've undergone this intense transformation. You've gained this immense amount of wisdom that has allowed you to survive this cold, harsh environment. And that is what's allowing you to hold the abundance that is coming for you. I mean, look how sweet it looks. You have strawberries, you have a bowl, you're doing a handstand over here. Can I get one more for this wisdom? Yeah, but you're crossing that bridge. You no longer have to be in that harsh weather that you're so accustomed to. You're moving into more abundance, and I love that for you. One last final message for the viewer, please. Was that all, Spirit? Oh, that was too many. So yeah, maybe when you think that that's all, then you get an influx of energy out of nowhere. Just one more. Tell me more about what's coming in with this final graduation. Thank you. This Chariot. Oh, I love that. Victoriously moving forward. Seven of Swords. Lots of sevens and sixes. Nope, not going to say it. But yeah, the Chariot. You're moving on. You might quite literally be moving on, like moving homes or just traveling. But this wisdom is definitely calling you to new places. Listen to the call. Have faith. I know change can be scary, but you've already endured so much, and it's time that you allow yourself to enjoy the blessings of life. I really hope this message resonated. Take care. God bless.